What is up, my friends? So, I found a 2005 PlayStation 2 demo disc. It was hidden in one of my Dreamcast jewel boxes. Now, years ago, my ex-wife had thrown away, like spitefully thrown away a lot of my shit. I used to have a DVD book with dozens and dozens of... I used to collect these, you know, these demo discs for the PS2. And I used to have some for the PlayStation 1 too. Like, these are a common thing back in the day before there was, you know, digital demos where you can download and try a game, you know, digitally. So we used to get these in the mail. They were usually attached to, if you were a subscriber to a gaming magazine. And I think this might have been a PlayStation magazine, which I was a subscriber to, and they give you these demos. And so this game, well, this disc has 10 demos on it. Pretty cool. So I figured it'd be a cool little PlayStation 2 recommendation video, although some of these games I wouldn't recommend, but we're going to go through every game on here, all 10 of them, and I'll tell you what I think. Starting off with the first game on this list is Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. Now, if you're a hardcore PlayStation fan, you'll remember Sly Cooper because he was an exclusive character to the PlayStation. And I think there was a trilogy for the PlayStation 2, and these were all excellent games. Right, I have here the original Sly Cooper. You have Sly 2, Honor Among Thieves, and I had bought Sly 3, but it's still, you know, wrapped in plastic. I've yet to play it, but I picked it up for really cheap towards the end of the PlayStation 2's, you know, life cycle, and I just never got around to playing it or opening it. But trying out the demo is one of the reasons, probably, you know, why I wanted it. It's just a great game, you know, great series, and the games have aged very well. There was some breakthrough, you know, gameplay and features showcased in these games that became, you know, standards in 3D platforming. Excellent. Highly recommend the Sly Cooper series to any PlayStation 2 collector, no doubt. Now the next game we're going to be taking a look at is called Jak X Combat Racing. Never played it aside from this demo. You know, I'm not familiar with the Jak series. I know he's a popular character amongst PlayStation fans, but I just never tried a single Jak game. But you know, this game looks pretty cool. It's kind of like, reminds me of like a Mario Kart, you know, kart racing game with weapons and drifting and cool features. Pretty cool. I may look into picking this up one day, but you know, like I said, I'm not familiar with the Jak series. You know, fill me in if you guys are a big fan. Let me know. Give me some reasons why I should delve into this series. You know, 15 years after it came out. Moving on, we have Ratchet and Clank, Deadlocked. Pretty cool demo. Another great series that I highly recommend on the PlayStation 2. Two of my favorite characters from the PlayStation 2, Sly Cooper and Ratchet and Clank. And I'm a fan. I got 4 Ratchet and Clank games, as you can see here. Some of them, I beat the first 2. The other 2 remain unopened. Need to get to them. I'm backlogged for decades now, as you can see. But yeah, this one is Deadlocked. And these games are just great. I mean, it's like a third-person platforming shooter with this, you know, cartoony feel. Excellent graphics, the music, the gameplay. These are amazing games, and the reason why you have 3 sequels to, you know, a franchise here is because they're, you know, excellent games made by Insomniac. How could you go wrong? If you never tried out a Ratchet and Clank game, you owe it to yourself to pick one up. And this one is Ratchet Deadlocked. Now the next game I'm not really going to spend much time on. It's an Itay game, which I thought was like a novelty for the PS2. I thought the PlayStation Eye was a lot better on the PlayStation 3, and of course PlayStation 4. The technology is perfected, but you know, I didn't really care for the Itay on the PlayStation 2. But they give you a game here called Play 2. I don't know. So let's move along. Moving on to the next one. Now this game is a game that I've been wanting to get for the longest of time, and I still haven't gotten around to it. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. It's like a beat 'em up, you know. You can pick 2 characters, and you're in the world of Mortal Kombat. Story driven, from what I can see. Looks like a really fun beat 'em up, and I've been wanting to get this game for the longest time. And now that I found this demo, it kind of like reminded me of it. And I'm definitely gonna be picking it up soon before I forget again. What I do is I keep a list of old, especially with retro games, older games that I want to get and still haven't gotten around to getting. I put them on this list. This way I don't forget. But this is one of those games I just still haven't gotten around to getting, and the price isn't too crazy. I think you can find it on eBay for around 20 bucks. Not bad. Shaolin Monks, pretty cool beat 'em up. And you know I like beat 'em ups. Moving on to the next one. Now I haven't played a single Castlevania game outside of Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Now, I never tried PlayStation Castlevanias or this one in particular. It's called Castlevania Curse of Darkness. I don't know, it kind of reminded me of, a brief playthrough, it kind of reminded me of like a Devil May Cry game. I just don't know to this date if I would want to go back and try this game. But let me know if any of you guys have played this. Is it good? You know, let me know. Moving on to the next game. We have a game here from Namco called PacMan World 3. Never tried the PacMan World games. I'm only interested in playing my original Pac-Man, the original games, Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man. I'm a big fan of, you see my little Miss Pac-Man cabinet here. I love Pac-Man. I have, variations on every freaking console. But this one, at a quick, I was playing it quickly. It didn't grab me. It looks cool. I mean, a little Pac-Man platforming. The camera movement was annoying, and I don't think it's gonna be something that I'm gonna be looking to get. But hey, let me know if you guys have played it, if it's worthy. PacMan World 3. There it is, PlayStation 2. Now, here's another game. It's like a third-person shooter tactical shooter called Conflict Global Terror. You're part of a team, a fire team, and you can switch in and out for your team members. If one person dies, you can switch to a living teammate and actually bring that guy over to the fallen hero and revive him and try and keep them all alive. I don't know, it was really clunky. The controls were horrible. This is a game that hasn't aged well on the PS2. But if I have a recommendation for you, if you are looking for a good third-person shooter on the PlayStation 2, my #1 pick would be Kill Switch. I have it right here. I pulled it out off my shelf as opposed to this Conflict Global Terror. Try Kill Switch. This is fucking phenomenal. Highly recommend this one. Moving on, we have Shadow of the Colossus. Now this was an epic game that I didn't think I would love it as much as I did. I hold this game really dear to me. I bought this when it launched. It's basically it's like a action puzzler, because what you're going to do is you're going to be hunting down these humongous beasts, and the meat of this game is finding the beasts and then figuring out how to destroy them. Which each beast that you kill, you get something that you need to extract from them to help save your loved one. Which is, in the beginning of the game, you see her like laying there, kind of like in Zelda, where she's sleeping there in Zelda 2, and you have to awaken her. Excellent game, and this was re-released as a HD remaster on the PS4, so you can get this in the PlayStation 4 store. I'm actually planning on streaming this game in the coming weeks. I'm not sure exactly when, but it's been such a long time since I played this game and since I beat it that I want to try it again and just showcase this game on a cool stream. Maybe topple a couple of the beginning beasts. It gets challenging. I'm not going to remember how I beat it. It's been so long, but definitely a worthy game, and it's aged very well. You can't miss this game. If you're a PlayStation 2 collector, this was a big one. And here, just to show you what the case looked like. Shadow of the Colossus. Excellent. No sequels, just a standalone game. Next, the next game that was on this demo, last but not least, was Soul Calibur 3. This was a really cool demo, and I'm glad I found it. Soul Calibur 3. Actually, I have this one, so I have most of these games that are on this demo disc. Soul Calibur 3 was the first Soul Calibur game that featured the character creation and a pretty cool story mode. If you're a fighting fan and have never tried Soul Calibur, I mean, what are you doing? Soul Calibur 6 is out on the PlayStation 4. Give it a shot. You can probably pick it up for like $10. All these Soul Calibur games are just phenomenal. My favorite, aside from Street Fighter, Soul Calibur is where it's at. Weapons-based fighting at its finest. So there you have it, my friends. This little cool demo disc. I thought I'd make a cool video just to showcase these games for the PlayStation 2. So that's all I have for now. I'm going to drop another video later in the week. And a Wednesday night stream as usual. So I want to thank you guys all for watching. And I'll see you guys next time real soon. I got a really good one coming up. Peace!